You don't know what you're looking at yet. The arc strikes and the world disappears into a white hot point of light. You can feel the heat through your hood. You can smell burning metal and something else you can't name. The puddle moves and you try to follow it, and the bead goes crooked and someone behind you doesn't say anything, and that silence is the loudest sound on the job site. Welcome to the bottom. This is every level of your life as a welder. Level 1, apprentice, year 1. Your job right now is to grind. You grind welds. You grind them off. You grind the metal clean so someone else can weld it right. You sweep slag. You drag cable. You set up for the journeyman, and you watch everything he does, and you ask questions carefully, because some of them will answer, and some of them will just hand you the angle grinder again. Then one day they let you run a bead. It looks nothing like what you practiced. The puddle moves too fast or too slow, and your travel speed's wrong, and your angle is off, and the finished bead looks like a caterpillar that lost a fight. You grind it off. You run it again. This is the entire job for longer than you expect. Here's what nobody tells you in year 1. Welding is not a skill you learn. It is a skill you train your hands to feel. The difference between a cold lap and a good fusion weld is something your eyes cannot always see. Your hands have to know before your brain catches up. That takes time. More time than feels reasonable, more time than you think you have. You put in the time anyway. Level 2, journey welder. You have certifications now. At minimum, you've tested in position. Flat, horizontal, vertical, overhead. Overhead is where you find out who you actually are as a welder. Hot slag falls on you. It finds the gap between your collar and your neck. It finds your sleeve. You keep welding because stopping means starting over. And starting over costs time, and time costs money, and you're not the kind of person who stops. The physical toll is real, and nobody prepared you for it. Your knees from the kneeling, your back from the positions, your lungs if you weren't careful about ventilation in the early years. Welders who last in this trade are not the ones who weld the hardest. They are the ones who figured out how to protect their body while still doing the work right. You can read a weld now by looking at it. Porosity, undercut, overlap, incomplete fusion. You can see the mistake before the inspector does and fix it before anyone knows it was wrong. That is worth more than any certification. Level 3, certified pipe and structural welder. This is where the work gets serious. Pipe welding is not the same trade as plate welding. The joint moves. The position changes as you travel around the pipe. Your body moves with it in ways that feel unnatural until they don't. A bad pipe weld in the wrong place doesn't fail visibly. It fails under pressure in a system that's been running for years, in a way that cannot be undone. You know this. You weld like you know this. Structural work means your bead is holding up something that will outlast you. A bridge connection, a column base, a crane rail. The engineer designed it. The inspector will check it, but your hands are the last thing between the drawing and the real world. That weight is not abstract. You feel it every time you strike the arc. Level 4, senior welder. Inspector, you've been doing this long enough that your hands know things your brain can't explain. You can feel a bad weld through the stinger before you see it. You know the sound of good fusion versus cold. You've built your certifications into a credential that lets you sign off on work instead of just doing it. Now you walk job sites and you look at other people's welds. You know every shortcut because you tried most of them once. You know which ones fail quietly and which ones fail loudly, and you are not interested in either. The welders who cut corners on your watch don't do it twice. The work you approve holds things up that people trust with their lives. They don't think about it. They drive over it, work under it, live beside it. They trust it the way people trust gravity, completely and without thinking about it at all. That's because of you. Here's what nobody tells you before the first arc strike. Every level of this trade has a version of that first puddle. The moment it moves and you're not sure you can follow it. The gap between what you know and what the metal's doing. Apprentice, journey, certified, senior. The puddle still moves. The thing you don't know just holds more weight. You still don't know what you're looking at, but now you know exactly what you're doing. Don't forget like to and subscribe.